and welcome back to Let's Play Ring of Red. We are currently working through Jun's Route, or rather, preparing to start Jun's Route. We just set up two AFWs to be killed by Ryoko and John. And there's Ryoko's turn. This is North Japan, home of the demon. Demon, huh? That will get addressed as we go on. I imagine everybody knew it would, but... Also, there is... I'll talk about it shortly, actually. I won't do it just yet. Yeah, we'll do this. We don't even really need to worry about wasting our illumination shot this round. This thing's got no health. Our shooter's gonna tear it down. Especially since we started at mid-range, we really don't need to worry about anything. Now, it's been my observation that... I stand by my earlier statement that your troop accuracy is not influenced at all by not using Illumination Shot and by night combat, but I actually think your skill damage might be. Because I noticed a big difference in the damage I was getting from John's homing shots without Illumination Shot, and when I was testing around and gave him Illumination Shot. Like, I was getting at least 10 more damage a shot with Illumination up. It may have just been the rolls, too, because, I mean, randomness factors into these. But, it's an interesting observation. I kind of wish if anyone's watching this knows, you know, if you got an opinion on it, I'm definitely interested in hearing. Alright, Kaiho also landed here. Let's go after him. Well, let's get after him. So, for the green troop here on this map, it's actually really tricky. It's a lot more tricky on this map than pretty much any other one in the game. Because it doesn't matter if you capture this base or if you kill everything on the map. It doesn't matter what you did in previous, you know, missions. It actually requires that you trigger a conversation between Wei and Ryoko. And that conversation will occur the turn after this thing is attacked, and it will move out to attack you. So we don't want to stand here, because they won't be adjacent to each other. So I'm going to move them here. The next turn I'm going to... Captain, the Coast Patrol is not what you might call an awesome fighting force, but if this battle lasts much longer, reinforcements may show up. Let's wrap this up and get out of here. Yeah, he's right. And reinforcements will show up. And that's when that unit down there attacks you, that's what happens. And when the bottom right reinforcements show up, that's what can trigger the conversation between Wei and Ryoko. So I want to keep them near each other, and I want them near each other when the reinforcements show up. Yeah, if we can. And, I mean, there's some other oddities about this mission, too. Another thing that really needs to be noted is that because of how the split works, I had mentioned before when I was talking about how you get bonus troops, that if you finish within under a certain time threshold, you're awarded bonus troops for that as well. As far as I know, that doesn't exist in this map, because you have to go over, you have to be pretty late to get the Ayane route. You really do, or Yano. So you got to go over kind of the standard threshold. Usually a certain percentage of your time. Usually if you finish in under 48 hours, you get the bonus troop. In this, there is no bonus troop. At least not that I've seen. You do still get a lower XP boost, though, if you go her way because of how long it took. Now, that shouldn't have happened. But it's alright that it did. It's really, really weird that that happened, actually. Because he hasn't started his turn there yet. He hasn't taken those troops from us. We're gonna take him out. Both of these are homing shots. same range with us, but that's fine.
Actually, I mean, that was the high end of the rolls I usually see too, even with Illumination shot up. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Illumination doesn't affect the damage from this. And I was just seeing low rolls. It's kind of interesting. The city. Kinasato. Where are the people from the Liberation Front? Yeah, they're definitely taking their time to get here, aren't they? Now, we're gonna move way up here. We'll take this village. I'm gonna move Ryoko down here. And she's actually gonna prompt this unit down here to attack her, but that's fine, even though she's not our anti-infantry unit this time. Okay, and we want Kinasato to come take this city. This will give us 2 troops because it was a large star. Kawaii Squadron. Is that what that is? Wow, illumination and fast repair. And we got a medic. Oh, I didn't catch the name. Flash shot and gas neutralization. Enemy confirmed. Man your AFWs. Return fire. And we're gonna go ahead and move John. We don't need the harbor actually. We're gonna go ahead and move John here. He isn't actually going to attack anything though. And this attack will trigger the reinforcements from the bottom. So instead of fighting this out like we normally do, we just wanted him to move so we can trigger the conversation. Wei is actually going to pop up pretty soon, get his turn. So Ryoko is just going to run right up into this thing's face. And she's going to try to punch it. It'll end the combat and save a whole lot of time and damage. And we may get damage off on him, which, you know, that would be good. Damage. We've lost contact with the position. It's an enemy attack. Prepare for battle. Alright, so we're gonna move Ryoko. Actually, Ryoko should be fine right here, right? Go into standby. And here's our conversation. Ryoko, are you okay? What are you talking about? Are you still sore at me? Concentrate on fighting, dummy. We're in the middle of a combat. We're in the middle of a combat. I'm sorry. We're in the middle of combat. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're being unusually civilized. Maybe it's gonna snow, too. This might be North Japan, but it's definitely not gonna snow. It might get a little cold, though. What a tool. What? Why? Forget about it. I have one of those instances of Wei trying to be nice. Alright. I didn't mention it last time because we didn't really have to contend with it at all, but this is that unit I was talking about. There should be 2 of these in this map that have double infantry on the ground with focus fire and rapid fire, and we have a recon unit.
this thing is going to get butchered by focus fire and rapid fire. There's not really a whole lot you can do around that. I mean, you could use something like phosphorus shot to lock them in the back, so they couldn't come forward, but then you don't really get good damage off most of the time. It's not really a good option for us. So what we're actually going to do is make use of the fact that he always sends his rapid fire troop forward first. So when he should send just one unit, he shouldn't send both out at the same time. That's his rapid fire unit. We're going to meet his with our focus fire unit. When rapid fire triggers, it hits both units in the vanguard. If there's only one unit in the vanguard, it only hits one unit, and it doesn't get a damage boost because there's only one unit. So really, we cut the effectiveness of that attack in half. And as soon as we get the opportunity, we're going to want to move our... we're going to want to cycle after focus goes off. Get our sniper out. If you had the foresight that I really should have had going into this episode, and by that I mean that I thought about but then forgot to do, you could have switched Kinasato's troops over to Wei and had your own focus fire, rapid fire group, which would have been amazingly useful. Now we're going to snipe, but he's probably going to snipe straight back, which is too bad. Hopefully he snipes to the left. Let's find out. What did he do? Oh, it looks like he did. He looks like he sniped to the left. Good. Damage was low, but any damage against that unit's good damage. We get it? Nope. It's almost dead, but we do have a snipe troop. So we're gonna wait, because we should get the message that our focus fire unit is... Okay, we're not waiting anymore. We don't want that focus fire going off on our recons. Oh, okay. That's really good. Come on, come on. Let me move forward. Our focus fire unit's going forward. It's gonna catch this, but that's fine. Because your AFW will always target their left unit as long as it's available to be targeted. So we're actually going to wipe out his rapid fire troops here. And as you can see, we have taken a lot of damage on that infantry of ours. But his troublesome unit, one of them is down. Snipe prep is up. Our focus fire should go off pretty soon. There it goes. And we'll cycle these units back and our sniper forward. Take our own pot shot at his ground units. That was actually pretty good damage from Snipe. Usually find it rolls on the lower end of things. Okay, we should get... Come on now. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Alright. I was hoping we'd get the message for our ground troops in the back, but they're hurt, so... Doesn't seem too likely he'll move those ground troops out in time for us. I'm hoping a bit, but it does look like they'll survive, because there's no way our snipe will be up in time. 2, 1... Yep, he survived. Alright, that's too bad. It's not a huge loss, but... So we're gonna go ahead, cut the video here. We're just about 15-minute mark. We sadly failed in our mission to kill that unit, but I hope to see you in the next episode where we continue this mission. See you then.